Hey everybody, how you doing today? As I told you guys before, I played in cover bands. Played in bands for a long time. Started my own band. I've also been in played with other situations with other musicians. But for last almost probably 2 decades, I've had my own band. Started from the ground and built it up with the help of a lot of other great musicians. Went from Went from like not being well known at the beginning to being very well known around the local area that I play in. And what I want to talk to you today about is that so let's talk about let's say you're a cover band or you're an original band or whatever you are, and you're going to do a show. So you're going to do a show. You want to go into the show. You want to have a plan when you go into the show. And as a musician, we call that like a set list. A lot of times you'll hear that term used. A set list is basically just like a plan. The order of the songs that you're going to do when you go into the gig that day. Now, I don't know how you're going to do it in your band. Maybe the band is going to sit down and develop a set list together. Or maybe you're the leader of the band and you're going to do it yourself. And you're going to just maybe give everybody a list when you get to the gig, or maybe the night before, or however you're going to do it so they can go over their songs. Okay, but what I usually, because in my group, I normally was the one who came up with the set list. So what I would do is I would just get just like a normal piece of paper. Great, you could even create a form if you want to. But what I normally do is at the top of the page, I will write the name of the venue. So I just wrote that on the top. I wrote the words name of venue. Sorry about that. I wrote the words name of venue at the top. So whatever the name of the venue is, write that at the top. Okay, you might even want to write the date so you know when it happened. Okay, maybe you write the date too somewhere up there so you remember when the show happened. Okay, what I'll usually do is what I've found out is that we normally do 3 or 4 hour shows. Okay, or sometimes if we do like a festival, it's a 1 hour show. Okay, what I found is that for a 1 hour show, we usually need about anywhere from 8 to 10 songs. Okay, like I said, most of our songs probably last, let's say at most 5 minutes. Okay, so for a 1 hour show, you need 8 to 10 songs. For a 4 hour show, which is normally we do 3 sets. So a set is a group of songs, like a group of 10. So and normally in a 4 hour show, we'll take 2 breaks. Okay, so we'll play for an hour. We'll take a 15 to 20 minute break. We'll play for another hour or a little over. Take another 10 to 15 minute break. Then we'll finish out the night. So that's kind of how it goes. So what I'll do is the night before or that week, I will sit down and I will write set 1. This is what I'll show you. I'll show you in a sec what I'm doing here. So this is kind of like your plan. This is your plan of action that you're going to do when you go into a show. So here's what I did. I just wrote set 1, set 2, set 3. All right, and I'll just put numbers down underneath it. And I'll plan out 30 songs that we'll need. So what's what I'll do? I'll just take a piece of paper. I'll write set 1, 1 through 10. Set 2, 1 through 10. Set 3, 1 through 10. As a general rule, just to give you a little heads up, if we're playing, let's say, a 6 to 10 show, usually if we're playing a show that's like 6 to 10, people are just getting off work. They might be with their spouse or their partner or a group of friends. They're there, they're having dinner, they're not, they haven't had a few drinks in them or whatever, however you want to look at it. So generally, if you're playing a 4-hour show and it starts at 6 to 10, generally, this first set can be a little bit more like laid back because they're not really hyped up yet. They're not like that into it yet. They're usually watching. You might have a few people who are there who are ready to dance, like at 6 o'clock, that you have to watch that. You have, if you start to play at a place, like kind of, let's say you play at a place every month and a half, you can start to realize who the people are who come to your shows, get to know your audience. And if you see that, hey, I got 15 people here already that really like to dance, you can kind of adjust your set list. If you've planned like a more laid back set, your first set, you can get the party going right away. If you know that these people are the type that want to dance right away, don't wait, just get them going, get it going. So what I'll do is, like I said, I will write this out and put down songs. If I know that it's a 6 o'clock show, I know that the 6 o'clock set is usually like more laid back. So what I'll do is the first song of the first couple, 3 or 4 songs of the first set of a 4-hour night, I'll make make a more laid back style songs. I'll build up as I go, build the song list up as I go that first set. Maybe like the last 4, I'll be like, hey, these are songs that I know usually get people dancing. They probably might be ready to dance by then. And then your second set, you'll plan that out after taking a little break in between. Okay, maybe 15, 20 minutes. So what I did is, like I said, I just wrote out, by this second set, they're usually ready. Let's say this was 6 p.m. Okay, this was 6 p.m. Maybe you got done at 6, 7, 10. Let's say you're going to take a little break. This is going to start at 7:30. Okay, by 7:30, they're ready to go. They're ready to have a good time. Plan out some really good songs in this second set here. Okay, you're taking another break, maybe about 8:45. Okay, 8:45 to 9, you're taking a break, and then you plan out your third set. By that time, they're really ready. The crowd it's a lot of people there, it's jam-packed. You really want to have some really, really good numbers on this set list, on this list here. Okay, so that people are ready. So you really end the party with a good night. You end the party with a bang. Okay? And like I said, your first set can be like that too. If you start to play at a place on a regular basis, and you start to see that some of your regulars that like to really dance are there already, then you might want to just get the party going right away. It's up to you how you want to handle that. But like I said, a set list is it's your plan of action when you go into a gig. Okay, you can hand these to your other bandmates. I'm guilty of not really doing that over the years. I like surprise a little bit, so I like them to be on their toes. And this is a plan, so you're not trying to think off the top of your head. You can deviate sometimes from this. If you see that, hey, a certain thing this didn't work, or you could substitute another song, but this gives you a base, a blueprint to work from, is what it is. It's your musical blueprint for your show that night. And that week you can kind of visualize how it's going to go. Okay, set this up. It'll also maybe give your other people in your band who like to know what's going to happen. They want to have a set list so they know. And if you can get this to them by Wednesday, I don't know, say your gig's on Friday, maybe they could go over their songs that they need to go over and get themselves ready. But this is called a set list. And this is what musicians use to craft their show out. This is what we use to craft our show. If you're a cover band or you're an original band, this is your plan of action that you're going to do, so you're not going in just blindly off the top of your head. And it's going to help direct your show. And you create your show. Remember that. You craft the show how you want it to go. You create it. You direct it. You set it up to make the energy flow how you want it to go. Okay. So this is called the set list. And also make sure you save these, okay? Because maybe you're going to play at another venue again. You can pull this back out and say, let me look back over this. Let me reevaluate to see how the songs went. Maybe I want to change this, change that. Or maybe you want to pull it right back out and say, hey, this went great last time. Let's just do this again. Thank you. Hope you got something out of this. Let me know your comments. Let me know how you've used the set list. What's your plan? How do you go? Like it if you want to. Like the video. I'm interested in hearing your comments. Thank you.